can you think of I guess examples of those lessons that you learned from that you kind of thought back and applied later on?
Well, I would say all the rest of our growth that we implemented, we got much more focused on incremental growth. Um, I think when I look at what I've done as basically as an entrepreneur in the academic setting, I've focused on what worked for me early on, which was bootstrapping things and watching overhead and understanding that there may be good times, but there may be bad times after that, and so the more bulletproof you can be in terms of being a good bootstrapping culture and being lean and being careful about things like that. There are rainy days, and I guess in many ways it just reminded me that the lessons that my generation tried to teach me were correct.
Yeah.
Failure is part of things, and you got to be ready for that. And I write a lot about that now, and I teach a lot about that now. I teach, as you know, a lot about bootstrapping, a lot about keeping your overhead down, a lot about going for batting averages, not for a home run once in a while, and that's the best path, I think, to happiness and long-term success. But definitely happiness, because it gets real frustrating striking out a lot.
Yeah.
Especially when you're throwing a lot of money into those at bats.
Yeah, it can hurt.
It can hurt bad.
It can hurt.
So it's certainly more than anything has transformed how I teach. When I look at other people who teach what I teach, who've only had maybe one or two forays in entrepreneurship, and they've been incredibly successful, and they actually think that they can all be that way. Big, huge, grand, glorious, highly leveraged, highly financed deals. That's what this is all about. You're going to have an occasional winner, but I'd rather prepare the maximum number of people who come through here for success.
Yeah.
And again, you're going to have more successes when you teach them how to bat for average instead of just letting them swing wildly for the fence every time.
Right. The trouble is the newspapers just cover the home runs.
Yeah, well,
a lot of the times. It's good. No, I think it's an invaluable thing, and I completely agree with you that
they do, and not just the newspapers, but the entrepreneurship.
Yeah,
popular media loves that. They love the big successes and the big failures, but I think a lot of them have gotten a little bit smarter, and a lot of them have understood that there's more to it. There's a richness.
Yeah.
And I think maybe the market has kind of demanded that of them and said, "Hey, listen, what you've been dishing out, we ain't buying anymore because it's not the reality."
And that reality is key to understanding.
It is.
Well, thanks very much. I mean, I think that this was a great story, and I think that everybody's gonna love to read it or listen to it, watch it, and I really appreciate it.
All right, good to see you again.
Yep.